Hey guys, this is Manny, and I wanted to talk about the epic battlegrounds in World of Warcraft. Most games I've been seeing is people asking what to do, what they're supposed to be doing, what the objectives are, and how to actually efficiently do them. So we're going to start off with the Isle of Conquest. So with this map, it's actually fairly simple. The short of it is you do need to get vehicles. Once you get the vehicles, you take down one of the doors, like for example, this one. Once you're in, you kill the boss, and that will win you the game if you can do that quicker than the other side. So, but I'm just going to go over the video itself just to kind of show you what's expected. So, obviously, first part of the map, you do want to go through the front. You want to swing to the left and head over to what they call the docks. So just follow the path. You just need to go through a straight line over to the docks on the left side. And this is me, of course, being ahead of everyone. So what I'm going to be doing as the person ahead is I'm going to try to cap that flag. If you are ahead, you do want to make sure that you're trying to cap that flag as soon as possible, because this is what is going to spawn your siege weapons, which is what you take down the doors with. So very important. You want to get that done as soon as possible. And of course, if you're not trying to cap the flag, your main goal is going to be to stop the other faction from, interfering with the capping. So if you see a bunch of enemy players coming over, so right away, if you notice, my teammates unfortunately did follow me and not try to go over there. Otherwise, they may have been able to stop them much sooner. But sadly, in this game at least, they did not do that. So we are going to see me getting interrupted by someone who can jump. So, yep. And if you notice, he jumped from way over here when they could have stopped him more than likely around here, which would have really helped out. I probably would have been able to get the flag cap off. So, and of course, since they did stop me, our only course of action now is to try to clear out as many people around the flag as possible, and then cap it once you push the enemy further back. If you're ranged, DPS or healer, this is something you want to pay attention to, is when you don't see anyone around the flag, enemies at least, you want to go ahead and try to cap the flag yourself while the team is pushing everyone else back. And as you can see, someone already has capped the flag. Thankfully, they were paying attention and were able to cap it while we push the enemy back. And one thing you will notice is I'm still sticking around because you do want to make sure you cap this. You want to stay there and defend it. You do not want to just keep pushing and pushing with this map. Like, the vehicles are the most important part of this map. Without vehicles, you're not doing anything. And once you do see the flag has been capped, you'll notice the siege weapons, at least on the lion side, or the docks, I should say, is the glaive throwers. If you don't see anyone in them, go ahead and just grab one. Alright, I do want to quickly go over the 3 roles that you will have as offensive. Of course, you have the glaive thrower, which is a siege weapon, which is going to be breaking down the door, which is going to be the most important part of it. Then you have the catapults. Their main goal is to take out the turrets or the defenses of the walls. Makes it a little easier for everyone. And then if you don't have a vehicle, you're just running around, your main goal is going to be defending the glaives. Because if the glaives die, that could cost you the game. And of course, you just move along the main path. And once you get to this point, you are going to find a position for yourself so that you can hit the door while avoiding the turrets that will try to fire at you. So this guy on the right here, I would not recommend it for 2 reasons. One is it's very easy for the turrets to get you if you're too close and not paying attention. And secondly, you are on this right side, there is a path for the horde to take to try to ambush the glaives. So it makes it harder for your team to defend you if you're too close to that path. And for this guy behind, unfortunately, I don't think he was even hitting the wall, which is why you don't really want to get too far. I personally prefer where I'm currently at, which gives you a good distance from the left side, good distance from the right side. And once you're in position and you see the marker actually hitting the door, all you're going to do is be spamming your first ability. Oh, and one thing you can do as a catapulter as well, if you do want to help with the defense of your glaives, is you can throw the gas bombs or plague bombs on top of the glaives. It makes it so rogues have a much harder time going at them. But if you're stealth class, especially like a rogue or druid, and you can't get your dots onto the glaive, that's really what you want to do if you're on the other end. Because even if they kill you, your dots are going to do damage that cannot be healed. You cannot heal glaives, so any damage you do on them is permanent. So dot classes are extremely effective against the glaives. And I do want to talk about the map a bit, just to go over like kind of the pathways. So obviously with Alliance, I already said it, you go to the left, you go over here, you take the docks. Once you have the docks and you get your glaive thrower, if you got a glaive thrower, you go here, and from here, you hit the gate. If you're Horde though, you want to go down the middle, take this, and you're going to bring them over here to the west gate. I believe it's the west gate, I could be wrong, but this right gate here, and try to take it down. If you're Horde and you're able to take the docks, instead you do want to go here, just before that second bridge, and hit this gate here. And of course, once you get to a point where you're taking down their door, you just go through it. And if you do see players, I wouldn't recommend spending too much time killing them. Obviously, you can just leave them be because they're going to kill people trying to get into the boss room. But do what you can to try to throw on dots and just move on. You don't want to spend too much time fighting them. So, and of course, once you do that, you'll end up in the boss room. There could be players in here. If there is, do what you can to try to kill them before the boss, or if you have a bunch of people with you, you can just rush in and kill them with the boss. Doesn't really matter. It's pretty rare they'll have more than just a handful. And that's it for Isle of Conquest. Whoever can kill the boss there here at the end. Alliance has the exact same thing pretty much. You break down the wall, get into the building, kill the boss, and whoever does this first wins the game. In this case, we were able to get this done first because we were able to get the wall done first, and there's the victory. So that's Isle of Conquest. Pretty simple. Just make sure the glaives are alive, you're doing what you can to defend them, and you should win most games.